limbo. Limbo was when a woman leaves. She needs a break. She doesn't tell a man where she's going. She needs a break from him. She needs a break from the kids sometimes. And she comes back pregnant. Now, what the man don't understand is that she got pregnant before she left. She didn't get pregnant during the week that she left. So he swears up and down that she was cheating because she was gone for a week. A lot of times the men will go out and have sex with another woman in that short period of time. So what happens is what you see on Jerry Springer or on some of those other shows, where the man swears up and down she cheated, but just because she left don't mean she slept with anybody. And amazingly enough, a lot of women when they leave, they don't sleep with anyone else. But what they have to realize is that you can't leave your man in limbo. You need to call. You need to let him know what's going on, because he's going to automatically assume that you're with another man, and it's going to have terrible consequences to your relationship. You leaving without contacting them and letting them know what's going on. So, women, don't leave a man in limbo. Let him know what's going on. Communicate so that he won't do something to destroy the relationship. Because he's the one that's going to do something to destroy the relationship to get back at you because he thinks you're cheating. Another complaint that I get from men is that they say that black women read all these romantic novels, but they're the least romantic people they know. That black women aren't as romantic as they want their black men to be, and they aren't as romantic as the books that they spend all of their time reading. So try to be a little more romantic. That's self-explanatory. There's nothing wrong with you initiating the romance. And don't expect or have expectations of how he's supposed to respond. Because I hear women say all the time, well, when I do that, he this and he that. No, it's about you. You do what you need to do to bring romance to the relationship. And don't have any expectations on how he's supposed to behave or respond to it. Just do it. He'll appreciate it, and he'll appreciate it in his own way. But you can't dictate how he appreciates it or how he shows his appreciation. Stop listening to your friends. This is very important. Or at the very least, don't put your friend's opinions up above his opinions about the relationship, because you're two of the ones in the relationship. And when you go to your friends, women, this is why it's bad. You only give one side of the story. You never tell the things that you did to contribute to the problems at home. So the person gets a one-sided view of what's happening. So that way, when you give one-sided view, they're going to give you bad advice, because the advice is going to be based on what you told them, and the advice is not based on the truth. So, tell all the things. Tell all the good things that your man do. Tell all the things, the bad things that you've done. Then that way you can get better advice from your female friends and better advice from your family. But if you just go on the bad things and you only talk to your friends when bad things happen, they're going to hate your boyfriend, your husband. So stop doing that, sisters. Another complaint that a lot of men have is about hygiene. You see, sisters, when men have a bad hygiene, other men either ignore it or they tell him to his face. They don't do that with you. You can have bad hygiene, and if you're pretty, the men won't say anything about your hygiene. They'll just comment about how pretty you are, or how big your butt is, or how sexy you look. So you can go on and have bad hygiene, and nobody will ever tell you anything. So double check. Remember, with a man, men are going to approach each other and tell them, or people are going to ignore it more with a man than they do with you. So another complaint is, and a lot of times, bad hygiene is a result of some psychological problems, some emotional issues. So if you have emotional issues going on, make sure that you get help and deal with that. Another issue that a lot of men complain about is that it seems like women are happy when men fail. Whenever a man makes a mistake, women you see this big old smile on women's faces when men make mistakes. Men are only human. You don't need to throw up their mistakes in their face over and over and over again. That's not what they want in a woman. What they want from a woman is someone supportive. And that's the biggest complaint that I hear from women, is that they want black women want black women believe that black men want a white woman who will support them. And what's wrong with having support? You know, um, white women have mastered the art of supporting black men more than black women. And black women just got to step up and do something about it. You know, if you're dealing with a brother who don't believe that culture is important, who don't believe black history is important, then why wouldn't he date a white woman and somebody who gives him more support? But when you're dealing with a real brother who has been psychologically, emotionally invested in their history and in their people, they're going to want somebody supportive also. So there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with being supportive sometimes. It's not weak. You know, it builds the family up, and maybe you'll get some things you want in return as well. Um, you can cut it, man. I'm finished. I thought I